Welcome to all of our angels and archangels who have traveled from far overseas and across the Republic of Korea. I welcome all the angels who have come here today. Welcome, angels! I hope you have an audience with the divine being today and receive abundant blessings.
Send your respect. Nice to meet you. There you go.
A round of applause of gratitude for the divine being. Listen to the divine being's wise words.
Nice to meet you. There is nowhere else but our Heaven's Gate where you congratulate someone at a congratulatory event and then ask for a sermon. Oh, is there anyone who is curious about anything? Anything you're really curious about? Since I only talk all the time, yeah. To raise your level, I'll ask you what I asked last time.
The three important things that heaven values? Devotion. Order. Humility, devotion, and order?
Next, what are the three things that you all like the best from heaven? They are things used for your sake.
Things that are used.
Discipline. Discipline.
It is a blessing given to you for you.
Even if it's discipline, it's a gift. The three gifts from heaven that you like the most. Discipline.
Level 10 points. Ignorance 20 points. Go in. You figured out both?
Then heaven looks at our hearts in three ways. Your heart, your original nature, is the original sun. When that original sun looks at you, you have three types of hearts, then your grade is determined from there. After creating a human, it watches until those three hearts are completed. What is the lowest heart? You don't know?
Then there is a problem here. Hot. There is the eye of the heart with which we look.
Yeah. Then there is the eye of the Tao. It is looking at things through the Tao. What is the third one?
Spiritual eye. That is seeing things spiritually. I went bankrupt at that time. It means, I must advance spiritually. I've reached a stage where I cannot go on with the Tao alone. When I look at this world with my spiritual eye, these are all things that will disappear. Isn't it?
Yes. The house was put up for auction. Is this some habit of mine? Is there a need to be attached to the house? Dogs try to build their own houses. Is there a need for a human to be so attached to a house? Take it. Right. If you look at it with a spiritual eye like this, will any house remain as time passes? No, this?
Would there be any house left on this earth?
No.
It's nothing. We are, so to speak, building shadow houses.
You know what I mean, right? What is that? It is the spiritual eye.
If you look with a spiritual eye, wouldn't you avoid getting sick?
Yes. Right?
If you look at it with the eye of the heart, there are 6 realms.
That's right. What are the 6 realms?
Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, mind. If you look at things through these 6 realms, you'll live a life full of resentment and regret. Your health will deteriorate. Isn't that so? What happens when the 6 senses encounter the 6 objects? What happens when you look at form, sound, sense, taste, touches, and mental objects? Doesn't it multiply to create 36 kinds of worldly afflictions? Doesn't it?
The 6 consciousnesses in themselves. Meet the 6 sense objects. The 6 objects you see. The six senses? No eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, mind. The objects are form, sound, sense, taste, touch, and mental phenomena. 6 times 6 makes 36.
Then multiply by the 3 times past, present, and future.
What do you get when you multiply by the 3 times?
108 afflictions. In Buddhism, this is how the 108 afflictions emerge, and we are stuck in this boundary of the 6 senses and 6 objects. What is this? Physical vision. Physical. Seen with physical eyes. Just thinking and acting exactly as my eyes perceive things. What happens then? You'll be too frustrated to live, even if you've lost all your money. Yes, don't you agree? When you have only a penny in your pocket. This is a lesson for me. A lesson. This is truly the ultimate calculus I need to solve. It's a stage where I level up spiritually and mentally. If I truly see with the eye of the heart, what is the eye of the heart? It's physical vision.
Physical vision. You know what I mean?
Looking through the eyes of the 6 senses. What is the Taoist eye? It is the eye of the Tao. Then there is the spiritual eye. Looking with a spiritual perspective. If you view all things and treat people with a spiritual eye, that is the most excellent way. But do kids look at us spiritually? They don't. They only see their parents spiritually after they grow up and fail a few times. When they finally realize, my father and mother were right. I used to lash out at my father and insist on becoming a singer, but looking back, I finally understand why my father wouldn't let me. Isn't that right? Then we can approach the spiritual eye. The eye of the Tao too, right? What is the eye of the Tao?
The eye of the Tao is right view. Right? You have to see things correct. Right livelihood. You must have the right occupation, right? Right action. Right speech. You must speak the right words. You must speak the right words and right action. You must take responsibility for your actions.
Right? Should we keep accumulating negative karma?
No, we shouldn't. That's right action.
What about right mindfulness? You must have the right thoughts. Right mindfulness. And then right concentration. Should we be careless when setting standards to judge everything? No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. This is the character for define. That person is a good person. That person is a bad person. Is it right to define things like this?
You must always look at yourself before you define others. Even if that person seems bad, don't you have those same points in you? Mm-hmm. Do you understand? Then that person won't look so bad. What that person is doing could just be a part of life. Becomes forgivable. You understand? And when others
claim to be righteous and pure, is it right to use that as a shield to attack others? Just because you have attended church for 50 years, is it right to judge someone passing by for telling a lie, using your 50 years of church attendance? Then it would be better not to go at all. You know, right? We shouldn't use the education, morality, or spirituality we've attained as a tool to judge others.
Do you understand?
So if we define things carelessly, it's not right. That too is committing a sin. For example, the eldest son stayed loyal, served his father well, and didn't waste money, but when his younger brother returned after squandering the inheritance, what did the eldest do? He used his own morality to judge his brother. That is defining. Is that right or wrong? If he says, I lived morally, but that jerk is immoral, the older brother's sin is greater. The younger brother is innocent. That's right, that's right. The younger brother went out to learn. He wasted money, tasted some bitterness, went around and learned everything there is to learn, while the older brother stayed like a hooked fish, doing only what his father told him to do, never breaking a rule. If he flaunts this, it's worse than not having learned anything at all.
Is that right or not?
You have attended this Heaven Center. If you flaunt this and use it as a tool to criticize others, does that make you a true member of the Heaven Center?
Your value as a spiritual person drops. Do you understand? A spiritual person must become more humble. You understand? So this is Do an eye of truth? It is the one.
This is Yuko on physical senses? Sim and I have a heart belongs to the physical senses. 6 consciousnesses and 6 objects are called the 6 senses. It's a heart that even beasts have. It's a beastly heart. When they see a pretty woman, they just go for it, don't they?
That is the 6 senses? A heart formed by physical urges.
99% of humans are like this. So you are those who have moved beyond that?
Then, you know what the next I is, right?
All standards must be set on the afterlife in heaven. Why should I be obsessed with these material things on earth that will eventually disappear? You have to keep reflecting on yourself. You understand that from time to time, right? When you have a friend who is ruined because of some worthless material things and is struggling, go see them without any conditions. Tell that friend, I sold my house this time and you're still living in a rented room, right? Yeah, that's right. Hey, can I take this money with me when I go? I can just get another place and I have some money left over, so take this and move to a better place. How great would that be? It's rare to find someone who can do that. That is what's formidable. Then a multiplier effect happens there.
From the heavens.
Something strange happens. Without even knowing it, you just start succeeding in everything. You understand, right?
Yes.
You shouldn't try to conquer the world with your own power. You should help others and let the heavens do the conquering. If you try to rise high, the heavens will pull you down instead. When you try to humble yourself, they lift you up. Your success exists because of the countless people in our nation. You know that, right? See, the money you made from your success should be used for social service and given to those in need.
Right. Such a person succeeds. That is the spiritual eye. Now, this is the eye of the way.
The eye of the way is things like right view, right action, right effort, and right mindfulness, and right mindfulness. Right resolve. You have to think rightly. Only then, you understand? Right resolve, right concentration. You understand? So these 8 things are the eye of the way.
Yeah.
The last, the spiritual eye, is what I just talked about. You must think from the perspective of heaven in everything. You have to think from the perspective of God, from the perspective of heaven. You understand, right? Whatever it is, realize that this is impermanent. When things go wrong for you, you have to break free from that. At that moment, if you just let go of your attachment to the world, the suffering will vanish. You understand, right? For instance, look at rich people, their beds are huge at night. The bigger the bed in the room, the more insomnia you have. People with smaller rooms and smaller houses have less insomnia. The bigger the house, the higher the insomnia. Why is that? Oh, that person over there was a second truth seeker. These days, the value of a truth seeker is somewhat standardized, so that person is a bit stressed and they're late.
I came early. I came early.
You came early? Oh, then let's ask the truth seeker a question. I am also good at teasing people. Are you dissatisfied because the value of a truth seeker has been standardized? No, that's not it. Oh, it makes me laugh. Teasing each other like this is also fun. But this is actually not something to take with the eye of the heart. We are doing this for a laugh, right?
What I do is fine.
Should you all be saying things like that or not? You shouldn't. You have to make that distinction. I can poke someone with a syringe. But should you who aren't doctors be poking people with syringes? You shouldn't. It's fun, even when I tease. Now, do you know what young is? It places every standard in the heavens. Now, sin places every standard on the earth.
Understood? Yes, everything in the middle way.
Understood? This one places it on the earth, this one places it on the flesh. What is this one? It places it in the middle. This do places things in the middle. And this do is scary. If you use the middle path wrongly, you're in big trouble. I'm stealing, but this amount is just the right amount. Should you do this or not? This amount is following the gravity. Should I stop stealing now? Is that okay? If you do too much, it's a reevaluation. This amount is the middle. Stealing in moderation and deceiving others in moderation is okay. Is this okay?
It is not.
There is absolutely no middle path for such things. You must not use this do for that. If you use this for bad things, you can lose your way entirely.
Right?
There is no middle in theft. For filial piety, you shouldn't have thoughts like, well, as long as I do this much for my parents, I won't be called an unfilial child.
Filial piety must reach the extreme.
It must be sincere. You can't just do a moderate amount and think you won't be called unfilial. Would that work?
It won't. It shouldn't be that way. Why? Even if you have no money, you can show filial piety with words. You can call your parents every morning and think in your heart about how much your mother and father must have suffered. That is filial piety. It is extreme filial piety. Actually worrying and doing it half-heartedly is what a daughter-in-law might do. Isn't that right?
Should a son do it that way or not? A son must be sincere. A daughter-in-law can do it that way. It can't be helped, since it's not her own father. She can do that much for her father-in-law, right? But you shouldn't do that to your own father.
Understood? Yes.
If you listen to what I say, good things will happen to you, huh? So humility, devotion, and then what?
Order. It's order.
So this universe is order. It moves like this.
Right?
Everything in this universe is made of order.
Understood? So order is important in family relations too. And I should finish today by saying one word about order. Now, should you criticize politicians or not?
You should not. Should you criticize the president or not? You should not. You must criticize yourself.
You know what I mean?
Now, so... if I leave this out when I talk, tell me to plug it in quickly. I am plugged into the story. I am not plugged into this. Would I be plugged into a material thing like this? Then you are the people who are plugged into material things. Say, close it quickly. I won't write because it's not dry. The handwriting is really pretty.
It looks pretty even if I write with a marker. Bijong, I lectured to you about this, right? Power. Heaven.
Then human affection cannot beat reason. Reason cannot beat law. And these cannot beat this. If a by is attached to the front, they all become equations.
You know what I mean? You can think of it as having parentheses here. You should be able to see the parentheses like this.
It's become like this. But do we use these parentheses in Chinese characters? We don't. We just put a B in front. Bijong. Then affection cannot beat reason. Reason cannot beat law. Law cannot beat power. And power cannot beat the divinity of heaven. That's right. This is order. This is the order of heaven. The order of humans on earth has a by attached here.
A by is attached, right? What is attached? Bayang.
The character for courage.
The character for wisdom. Yes. Isn't it?
The character for birth. The character for...
The character for heaven, right? So this is an equation. You know what I mean?
Now let's substitute a brave general for the brave person. Yes, sir. Can a brave general beat a wise general? Can a wise general beat a virtuous general? You cannot beat a virtuous general. Can a virtuous general beat a general who has fortune? I have 4 stars and you have 2, so who are you to do this to me? Hey, can you do that?
You just go.
A bullet just flies your way. That's what would happen, right? So courage cannot beat wisdom, wisdom cannot beat virtue, virtue cannot beat fortune, and fortune cannot beat heaven. Then finally, which one is the highest? Heaven is the highest. The final destination is heaven. You know what I mean? So what do we call this? This is order. Order. You know what I mean? The divine human is here. It is not the general of fortune, virtue, wisdom, or courage. That is scary. The scariest one is the general, heaven. Heaven in general.
Heaven is the final decision, right?
Yes. So you see how this order flows, right?
That is why you must calculate the calculus of these equations up and down. Like this and like that, right?
The brave person is dragged around by affection. When gangsters or thugs have their colleagues hit, they just go and cut their throats. That can happen.
Bet on the production of recognition.
The wise judge things based on principles. The virtuous don't even bother with principles, they judge by the law.
By the law.
Those with luck suppress others with power. Things like this are unnecessary. They are completely useless. Yes. Don't you agree? Those with power operate based on luck. Hey, I've had my 7 years, so you take over now. That's how it goes. Isn't that right? Are things like this useful here? Can this be done by law? It can't be done. I've done 7 years, so brother, you give it a try. Then it passes from one to another. Right?
Then suddenly, the luck runs out. Luck.
Don't you agree? Doesn't luck also dictate power? The life of power is luck. The life of law is virtue. Those lacking virtue are kicked out of the judiciary. Principals refer to professors. Professors are pushed out if they lack wisdom. If they lack AI technology, then the old professors must step down. New professors come in. Then recognition requires courage. It makes courageous life, right? So this is the order of the universe and nature.
It is the order, right? Yes. This.
Can we ignore this order or not? O Selenient. Can we not?
We shouldn't, right?
Yes.
This. This is the order I taught you.
So keeping this order is what this is about, but is there anything you're curious about? You know what Luck 7 Skill 3 is, right? Yes. What is it? They say luck dictates 70% of life and skill dictates 30%. That's what people say. Then, does luck really dictate 70% of our lives? Does skill really occupy 30%? You need to know this well. Luck is here, right?
Luck is over there. All luck is created in a past life.
I want to make money like Lee Jae-young. If someone works themselves to the bone, can they become Lee Jae-young? It's not possible. Money coming down from their father and ancestors is their background luck. They were born into that family. Just born. Having built up blessings, they crawled into that family and come out of it.
Yes. Don't you agree? That is luck.
That's right, that's right. The kids like Lee Jae-young are unemployed right now, eating instant noodles.
In a tiny study room. Aren't there?
Countless young people who haven't even received a paycheck, submitting resumes everywhere, only to be rejected and having to live off others.
Yes. That's why parents
are going crazy and losing their minds. Yes, don't you think so? Then what influenced that person the most? Are there young people struggling in life right now because their parents were poor, had no money, and couldn't provide an education? Aren't there? But look at someone the same age as Lee Jae-young. He has become a conglomerate heir. And what about the other person? At the same age. In that case, can you really ignore luck? Luck?
Luck already accounts for 70% of a person's life. This is from a past life.
He did. So, for those of us who accumulated much merit in past lives, basic needs are resolved in this world. Just like this. I came as an orphan, but someone else came as the son of a tycoon. Did they? No matter how hard you struggle and try, it's only 30%.
You understand, right? Yes.
So while luck is 70%, it's just a saying the elders made up. It is actually applied in reality today. Then you have to acknowledge this reality, right? If you acknowledge this reality, eventually you see this reality as a dream.
It is a bubble.
Everything is created by the mind. Everything is created by our minds. This house too was created by the mind. Everything is created by the mind. Everything is created by the mind. Before everything is created by the mind, what are the characters? Everything is created by the mind is the very last phrase in the Flower Dome Sutra. What comes right before that?
If one wishes to know the Buddhas of all times, what should contemplate?
The nature of the
Dharma realm. They say you can't see the Buddha otherwise. There is such a saying. Also, if one wishes to know the Buddhas of the 3 times, then what follows?
I have already lectured on all of this. The nature of the Dharma
Is all created by the mind. This entire universe and Dharma realm are created by the mind. It comes out like this.
That's how it appears in Buddhism.
So, there is nothing in this world that the mind has not created.
That is what everything is created by the mind mean?
Yeah. If one wishes to know the Buddhas of the 3 times, contemplate the nature of Dharma realm. In other words, everything is created by the mind. This is what you call a 4-line verse. So if you look at this 4-line stanza, the last line, everything is created by the mind, implies that all Buddhas of the 3 times in the world also came from the mind, right? Then Buddhism does not acknowledge a deity.
It does not acknowledge a creator. Isn't that so?
For them, the mind is the deity.
That is what it means.
Everything is created by the mind means the mind is the deity. However, there is the soul within the mind, and above that is the spirit, and there is the divine. There are levels to the spirit as well. But in Buddhism, they just say, everything is created by the mind.
That's how they talk about it. However, the saying that the mind is that important holds truth.
You understand? But they don't acknowledge that there is someone who created that mind. Did those people think their minds just appeared out of nowhere?
No, they didn't. So your mind?
We are the ones who created it. We created the soul and sent it down to earth, and it is currently undergoing training. And there is a yield. 144,000 were created.
They became the enlightened ones.
So this is the end of the first phase. Where will the rest go? 10 million more will probably emerge from among them. The rest are all going somewhere else.
So, should we avoid or complain about the circumstances we are in?
No.
Who created it?
You created it yourself, so you can fix it however you want. That is the 30% opportunity given to you. If you keep piling this up through current and future lives, won't it eventually be fixed? Later, you might want to be born as the daughter or son of a tycoon. It's possible. You just set that as your goal for the next life. But do you need to do that? You are headed straight for heaven. If not, do you happen to remember what I said a few days ago? Now you understand the order of the universe, right? That's why a 2-star general can just dismiss a 4-star general. Well, you were my subordinate in the past, so what? Can you say that? During the coup, General Park Chung-hee, the president, was an army general. He changed everything. Or whatever it is. Fate is above rank. It is above in the past. So when your luck runs out, heaven will cast you aside. It will cast you aside. Now, are there any questions? We are right on the verge of a yellow card being issued. Are you curious? I will talk about what I haven't been able to discuss during today's lecture.
You have been reviewing what I have taught so far.
What should you do with the grace of others?
You shall. Carve it into stone. Yusa, you know the character for Lee, right? Like the Yuyan. Understand? So, the grace of others carved in stone, Yusa. Your own good deeds.
Right in the sand. Yusa. Got it?
Yep.
Did I teach you that a few days ago? Did I teach you yesterday? That's why I'm asking to review. I'll ask a question to give you a level and then finish. I came prepared with a question for you, and it's the hardest one to ask. When it comes to questions, I don't remember everything, do I? I had to think about what to ask, so I created one. What is a sin worse than murder in the eyes of heaven?
Arrogance.
It is arrogance. Go to level 10. Jonghu. I've given it to everyone.
A sin worse than murder is arrogance. Everyone Eve tempted Adam, didn't she? Are they lured now? They are luring me.
Yes, you were lured. In fun terms, we just say you're being lured. Since you're being lured, do you fall for it or not?
I fell for it. What did I say to do? Arrogance. Arrogance is the culprit. Why, we can become like that Father, like God. Can't we? You can do it by doing this and that. Is it luring or not?
It is luring. So I thought, oh, that could be possible. What was triggered there? Arrogance. It is because of arrogance that mankind sin in the Bible.
Comes out. So the leader of all sin is arrogance. Hey, you try it too. You can become a divine being too. Who is that guy? His height is similar to ours. His eyes, nose, and mouth are similar. So who is he to be a divine being? They would say things like that, don't they? But that can lead to arrogance. You must be careful. In reality, it's immensely different.
But on the outside, Yidoryon arrived at Namwan in disguise. Right. Isn't that so? Even his mother-in-law couldn't recognize him? Yidoryon.
Right? But in reality, Yet Doryang is a royal secret inspector who appeared after receiving the king's order. That is to say, a secret inspector. Do you understand? So you shouldn't look at it the same way.
I am here now, and those who don't know me call me a madman. Even if they call me crazy, do I get stressed?
No, I don't.
Because I know myself. I know who I am.
Understand?
You are currently holding onto a rotten straw rope. All 8 billion people are hanging onto a rotten straw rope.
Thinking they will go to heaven. Does that work? You have to hold onto a rope that doesn't break. That is correct.
Because we are pressed for time. What's next after arrogance? Isn't that question worth 10 yeah. You asked something too easy, didn't you? We should do something difficult. What is it that never disappears in the world? Heaven. What is it that never disappears in the world? This earth and the universe you see with your eyes right now. These are constantly disappearing. They are newly created and then destroyed.
But the thing that doesn't disappear is your...
So score 10 trillion. So, since it doesn't disappear, it is precious, isn't it?
It is precious. It is precious, isn't it?
What is it that can never die in the world?
Eternity.
It is the soul. Score 10 trillion. Understand? But you take off your clothes like taking them off once a day. Once every 100 years, we also take off our physical clothes. That is not dying, it is taking off clothes. Since it's old, you change the skin entirely. Changing even the internal organs and being born as a new child is. It's the soul. Then the soul must constantly change its physical clothing. It has to change every 100 years. But does the soul die? Then should you feel fear when you die?
Oh, I'm dying in a traffic accident. Oh, the God-man said I'm going to heaven, so the angels will appear soon. I just need to wait.
That's right, that's right. But should you be trembling and such?
It's embarrassing in front of your children. Stay still. Angels will come. Stay still. Be good. In front of your children, as a follower of the Heaven Center, as an angel, you must set a proper example. Isn't that right?
Stay still. Angels will come. You guys probably can't see them well, so stay still. Don't make a sound. Don't cry either. Why cry when someone hasn't really done anything wrong to you? It's fun, isn't it?
You have to be bold like this. Then the angels will come.
There is no pain at all. You're just changing clothes. Changing the clothes of the flesh, they change your old skin into baby skin, so why would you feel bad?
You know what I mean, right?
But you guys are being born here.
In the heaven of white space.
You will be born. Is it not good? Then, this kind of human skin. No, it isn't. Oh, anyone who says they don't want to be born there is out of their mind. You are all destined to be born there. So you are all people who are truly equal. I gave out a lot of levels today.
You asked questions, so I gave a lot. Yes. Yeah. So, okay, let's clear it away now.
Oh, when I hold this microphone, I feel like I'll die if I don't talk. Yeah.
It is a song of gratitude to the God. Song to the God again. First, Daegu Metropolitan City's Angel Min Hyunju and Angel Yeon Jung-ri. The two angels will offer an introductory song.
Applause?
They sang well, didn't they?
Where'd they go? Don't call them the Silver Bell Sisters. Since they are wearing yellow clothes, call them the Gold Bell Sisters. The Gold Bell Sisters are pretty, right?
Are there any Gold Bell sisters in our country?
Then why did they call them Silver Bell Sisters instead of Gold Bell Sisters?
Right? It's gold, silver, bronze.
What is gold?
Bronze. Humility.
That doesn't require humility. The Gold Bell Sisters are also pretty.
But they called them Silver Bell Sisters, and the people in the Silver Bell Sisters keep changing.
If it's the Gold Bell, it doesn't change. You understand?
The value of silver is, it's a world of difference from gold.
The Gold Bell Sisters.
I'm saying they're Gold Bell sisters?
In 2002, there weren't any. Well, their existence has nothing to do with it. They need to appear in the media that much.
You have to gain fame for the Gold Bell to exist.
If someone else uses that name and it becomes a hit, the Bengal Sisters are history.
Wait, do the Bengal Sisters even exist? What did they sing?
They sang it?
I will upload another song. Yes, Pastor, Joseon Kyun. So some church will sing Red Lips.
That's the church. If you try to mimic, you might end up in a truly red situation. Does this song come out? There are so many songs. This one's a bit difficult.
Difficult? Because it's hard.
Nahuna Song's our pastor is actually a great singer, but didn't become a singer because of Nahuna. When you try singing Nahuna songs, you realize that not just anyone can be a singer. That can come out. This Red Lips is one of Nahuna songs that's hard to sing well.
So I'll see how well the pastor can imitate him.
I will try it. You have to take on the challenge.
I sang it well. Since we've heard Nahuna's version so often, you all probably scored it well. But my scoring is a bit different.
Got it?
I did my best to learn it, so just not missing the beat is.
So level 30. A level 30.
right?
See, Nahuna's songs have a wide range and many high notes and...
So it takes real skill to sing them. Shall we play? No.
Wait, the pastor is good at songs like Little Jesus. Little Jesus. Those kinds of songs, his jazz style is very... Nahuna is a rare singer among Koreans who can handle high and low notes so freely.
So you shouldn't just look at Nahuna as an ordinary singer.
He's a must. The emperor of singers.
The emperor of singers. Anyway, he was born in our country and became the emperor of songs. Our people are all good at singing. To become the emperor among them, that makes him an incredible singer.
Understand? Yes. I haven't seen many people sing Red Lips. But Pastor sang it for the first time today.
After practicing. I will play Nahuna's version now.
Shall we compare Nahuna and the pastor? Wait, the pastor has to transition from the small part. That'll be okay, right? Let's have a listen. Hey. Our pastor who took on a massive singing challenge. Applause. Oh my. A singer should be challenged by another, but it's the first time a pastor has challenged a legend.
Now the next song. This time, Park Jae-hyun from Suwon will sing Collapsed Tower of Love. Good. Yes. Moving on to the next song. This time, Kim Yeon-ju from Gimbo will sing Why Do You Cry? Alright, we will sing the song up to the second verse.
Waterbird, Why You Cry is a really great song.
Someone's singing, and a man joins in. You heard that, didn't you? Who are the songwriters for Hansan?
Let's see who wrote it.
Moseya Don't Cry. It should list the songwriter as Bae Kyung-ho or Hansanda.
No. Kim Mana.
It's definitely not Hansanda or Bae Kyung-ho. Bae Kyung-ho is a style, but Sun In-ho sang it. And Kim Mana-han Boknam, let's listen to the first verse of Sun In-ho's song. There's no video for Why Do You Cry? Waterbird. There's no video, but let's listen to the first verse. It's a very good song. I sang it a lot when I was young. Singers from the past had such cool voices, right? It's the sound from a phonograph. Hearing this reminds me of our ancestors. Because couples back then didn't fight, their voices were very clear and crisp. And their voices were just pure, like old folks' voices. Growing up in the countryside for 15 years, I never once saw a couple fighting. I had never even witnessed a couple arguing. The mothers just always kept their heads down because there was no reason to raise their voices at home. And so the men's voices were like children's, very gentle, very gentle. Gentlemen had no reason to shout anyway. There were no singers back then, at that time. So apart from the pansoris, singers, nobody had a raspy voice. Yes. If you listen to the voices, people like Na Min-soo had very clear voices.
This is how one should live.
Actually, because people in the past lived so kindly, we are living this well now. We ought to return the favor, but it's pure chaos now. Right now. Society is currently in complete chaos. You know what I mean?
It's a world where people are being robbed in broad daylight.
Right?
The more it's like this, the more you shouldn't get caught up in it.
Instead, if you're wide awake, you should bring something for others to eat. We are the opposite. Don't rob anyone. Understood? What's next?
You? Next, Pastor Wang Gapson of the Yasong Church. Please come up. Pastor Joe Sang-jo, along with Angel Han Gap-soo and Angel Kim Ji-soo, will perform a hymn today. Hymn 88, I deeply long for, and 95, Send My Joy.
We did this once before, right? When I was in charge of the Sunday service, there was a guy teaching the kids the microphone.
That pastor there is someone who ministers in Cheongsam.
Did you come here to get a nameplate? Oh, is that so?
Yes, a pastor, and for the and to bless the teachers now.
There is a famous Korean linguist named Han Gap-soo. Your name is the same as his. You are knocking in our country.
Yes, our angels should follow along too.
Yes, you sent it, right?
Yeah. Ah, that's a song I taught the kids when I was a Sunday school teacher.
Oh, it's been 60 years.
That's right. 60. I'm 17, so... Right? Oh, exactly. 60 years. Right?
Oh, I sang it again here after 60 years.
But it sounds great with 2 or 3 pastors singing it.
That's great.
Oh, is that everything?
Now I will request a song.
Oh, my requested song? But we just did it. Oh, then should I do Samcheonpo Lady? Whenever we talk about Samcheonpo, we always drift off course. We've listened to pop songs, so now...
아주 영원한 노래입니다.
Whatever. The hymn is majestic, isn't it? Was made well by our members. We did all this with our own hands, right? It wasn't outsourced, was it? With our own skills, our members wrote the lyrics and sang the song. We made it all. Even if someone else sang it, it's still a magnificent piece of work. It was well made, right?
And I too used to wear such nice clothes. Back then, we had white horses here, right?
We had 2 horses.
One black horse, one white horse, and I rode the white one.
I rode the white horse around the mountain ridge and came back, but that white horse went down to Busan. They said we couldn't keep horses here by law.
So there were complaints from the city that keeping horses here would pollute the stream.
Because of the manure.
So the city of Yangju ordered us not to keep them, so I kept them for a few months.
Oh, I rode them for a few months and sent them back. All right?
But the horse listened to me so well. The white horse.
Well, I went riding like this, went up to that mountain, circled around it, came to this main hall area, went around it once, and then came back down, and then came back down. This is a path for horses to run. Path where horses travel. I used to ride a white horse, but the person who made this saw me riding that white horse. They put me on a white horse, but the clothes are a bit different. So the clothes are wings.
It depends on what clothes you wear. This was made by Archangel Choi Soo-jan, right?
Cheongyang and Cheongyang. Amen.
So you all have heard of Cheongyang, but you haven't heard of Cheongyang, right? Right?
Cheongyang is for weighing things. Cheongyang is for measuring distance.
So this. And you see that sky blue collar?
That sky blue collar goes so well with the white. I am someone who really pays attention to colors. One shouldn't look only with physical eyes, but a divine being does. At the colors. But you all get caught up in those colors and ruin your lives while a divine being doesn't get trapped by colors.
They just use the colors.
They only look at the color from afar and analyze it. They don't get lost in that color.
Right? We all drink coffee, right? Coffee is a kind of... What are Americans drinking now instead of coffee? Marijuana. Drugs. Coffee.
Does Chinese green tea have narcotic substances?
Does it?
Does.
It does. So that coffee also has caffeine. That caffeine spikes your insulin. You don't eat breakfast, but if you have 1 cup of coffee, you have energy all morning. What is that? The caffeine in your body pushes the insulin, and you're surviving on your own insulin strength. Then diabetes will come later. So you should drink a lot of water, and you can drink some coffee, but you shouldn't drink too much.
Okay.
We'll do the Mother of the Universe later. I will present Cheongyang. Yes.
걸어온
here is the woman who measures and weighs, right?
This is that woman who measures and weighs. What this woman is holding is a scale. A measuring scale. And the woman has her eyes closed.
So she does not look at the 6 senses and the 6 objects, but only judges the sins. If she looks with her eyes and sees someone as handsome, she might show leniency. That is why she closed her eyes. You see? If she must close her eyes, in only way, she shouldn't say, "Oh, that's my uncle." She shouldn't be seeing things like that. You understand? That is why she covered her eyes. And she has one breast exposed and the other covered, right? This is the same thing.
You understand? So, life, this is all based on that law. So she is holding the scales. And this is also the person who measures and weighs. And I've been carrying this around since a long time ago. Since long ago, looking at this behind my back, it shows that I am always the one who measures and weighs.
You understand?
We will begin today's worship.
In the name of God, Hail I command that the angels who sang today, the angels who attended the service, the angels participating in today's Saturday gathering, the angels who paid the counseling fee but could not come, the angels who paid the cleansing fee but could not come, the angels who registered as members and practiced, and their families and ancestors, all angelic children. In the name of God, I command that the angels watching this on YouTube now, along with their families and ancestors, enter level 5, Shion Wangmu. In the name of God, I command that the angels who blessed the Baigong today and paid the building construction offerings along with their families and ancestors enter level 10 Jomu.
Now begins a great reward.
When you receive your monthly salary, you get a few million won, right? But here you're receiving heaven levels like 10.5.
The difference is an immense difference. You understand?
The money we receive on earth is just for us to sustain our lives.
You understand? There is no need to have much attachment to it.
However, that is not even real money. How much is this already? If it is 10 Joe, it is not 10 trillion won, but 10 Jomu. 1. There are 10 Jo of the units Iok Jo, Jo, Hyong Hai, Ja Yang, Gu, Gan, Jong Jae, Gik, Hang Hasa, Bul Muge. So think about it. 10 Jo 1, it's like blood on a bird's foot. I've never actually seen blood on a bird's foot. But it just means how small the bird's foot is. So it's about whether anything gets on a bird's foot or not. We give 10 trillion units of energy, but how much is this salary? It's incredibly small compared to that. So we risk our lives living for that. And the very act of driving this economy is ultimately gnawing away at the Earth's environment. This precious land is being sacrificed to sustain our lives, yet we are not making any compensation for it. Do you understand?
You are the people who have come here to make that repayment.
You understand? That's right. You should use less shampoo when you wash your hair. Those who use a lot of shampoo are the ones responsible for causing red tides in the ocean. Got it?
Shampoo enters the water, polluting streams and rivers, then flows into the sea to pollute it, causing fishermen to starve. It sticks to shellfish, pearls, and seaweed, killing them and creating red tides. It takes a long time for shampoo to decompose.
So you should use good natural shampoo, but even if it's natural, It doesn't just disappear if you use too much of it.
Therefore, you must be careful.
So don't just mindlessly use shampoo to wash your hair all the time. It's not good for our descendants.
Amen.
Today, let 10 level points go to the angels who came to heaven and to their families and ancestors. Lately, since people have become enlightened, I have been giving many levels. If you think about our salaries here, this is an enormous amount.
This money is more precious than a salary. It is not money to be spent while you have a physical body.
It is truly precious money when you go to the white heaven with your spiritual body. Do you understand? Let 10 level points go to the angels watching on YouTube and to their families and ancestors. Come tomorrow, set a difference of about 5 trillion units between those who come to Heaven Palace and those who don't.
Right now, I give them similarly.
Got it?
Because there are reasons why people cannot come.
All right.
Yes. Today, I give thanks to God. This is a box of gratitude.